So, in the previous video we saw how to use the base method of multiplication. That was a very useful method. It can be used to find multiplication in mere seconds. In this particular video we'll see how to find the square of any 2-digit or 3-digit number. After the completion of this video you will be able to find the square of any 2-digit or 3-digit number. So that is the objective of this particular video. But there's a prerequisite that you must remember. The prerequisite is that you must know the squares from 1 to 25. Let me write it over here. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, 10 square 100, 11 square 121, 12 square 144, 13 square 169, 14 square 196, 15 square 225, 16 square 256, 17 square 289, 18 square 324, 19 square 361, 20 square 400, 21 square is 441, 22 square is 484, 23 square is 529, 24 square is 576, 25 square is 625. Now I know it might seem a little bit difficult, but with time I believe you can easily remember this much squares as you practice more and more questions, of course. Now that we know the prerequisite and we are prepared with the prerequisite, now let us see what if we have a number between 25 to 75 and we have to find its square. What is the method that we'll use? Just in the previous video we saw a new method called the base method. Okay. Now let me illustrate to you over here. So one way to find the squares of number from 25 to 75 is using the base method. So what is the base method? Suppose we have to find any number between 25 and 76. Let us say suppose 47. So we basically have to multiply 47 with 47. That is what square is. Here we take the base is equals to 50, which is actually 1 by 2 into 100. Alright, so I will say why I wrote it in that format. Just wait a minute. And the deviation over here is minus 3, and both the cases will have same deviation. And the method is 47 minus 3, that gives us 44, and we have to multiply it with the base, that is 1 by 2 into 100. Okay, so what we simply do is we'll divide this with 2, then add 2 zeros. Okay, let us try to do it directly. We get, when we subtract this 47 minus 3, we get 44, and in our mind we divide it by 2, we get 22, and we simply add 2 zeros. Then the final step is multiplying the deviations. Minus 3 into minus 3 is plus 9, so plus 9, that gives us 2209. Let us take one more example. Suppose we have 41 square. So we have 41 and we have deviation, and of course the base is 50, and the deviation here will be minus 9 minus 9. Now what we do, we first step will be 41 minus 9, that will give us 32. Now second step will be dividing 32 by 2. So 32 by 2 will give us 16. and we simply add 2 zeros. And the final step is multiplying the base deviations, multiplying the deviations from the base, that is 81. Minus 9 into minus 9 is plus 81, so we simply write 81. So 1681. Now let us take one more example. Let us take a number that is greater than 50. Suppose we take 71 square. So here also we'll take the base as 50, and the deviation in this case will be plus 21, and deviation will be same with both the case. First step is you simply add this, and let me write over here 50 is actually equals to 1 by 2. First we divide it by 2, then we multiply it by 100, then we get the multiplication of with 50. So first step is 71 plus 21, that gives us 92. Okay, and we divide 92 by 2, we get 46, and we simply add 2 zeros, so we get 4600. And the final step would be multiplying both the deviation. Now you must understand why I told you that a prerequisite is knowing the multiplication table or the squares up to 25. 21 square we studied that 21 square is equal to 441. So we'll simply add 441. And we get the answer 140 then 5041. Now I did tell you that this is a method. The base method, taking base as 50, is a method to find the squares from 25 to 75. Yes, but that is not the only method. There is another method as well. Let us see that, and this is a newer one, so please be attentive. Suppose we have to multiply 56 into 56, that is 56 square. So again here, first we have to find delta. What was delta? Delta was deviation from 50. Actually delta is minus of deviation from 50. Here 50 plus 6 from 50. Here 50 plus 6 gives us 56. So deviation was plus 6. So minus of plus 6, that gives us minus 6. Let me write over here, this is the unit place, this is the 10th place, this is the 100th place. Now the next step was we subtract delta from 25. So 25 minus delta is equals to 25 minus minus 6, that gives us 31. Okay. So let me write over here, this is step 1, this is step 2, 31. So we'll simply write 31 and multiply it with 100, 3100. Then the third step, step 3, is we find delta square, which is equal to minus 6 square is 36, and we add delta square to the result in step 2. So here we will add 36, so we simply get 3136. This is a very good method. It might have sounded a little bit complicated for you because this was the first time you saw this method. It's completely up to you which method you use, whether you use the base method taking 50 as base, or you use this particular method. But either way, now you are eligible to find the square from 25 to 75. You can find the square of any number between that range. So that was it in this video. In the next video, we will see how do we find the squares from 75 to 100, and then how do we find the square of any 3-digit number. Okay, So till then, goodbye.